And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pioneer Arena on the campus of Tusculum University for NCAA Division II men's volleyball action this afternoon as the Tusculum Pioneers host the Mount Olive Trojans. I'm Jim Miller. I'll be with you for coverage of today's match. Our producer is Zach Hartle. Many thanks for sticking with us today for our third of three matches today. In our first match this afternoon, it was Tusculum defeating Urbana 3-0, winning 23, 21, and 23. And then Mount Olive defeated Urbana 16, 21, and 14 to improve to 3-1 on the season. Urbana finished it up at 0-5 following their loss to the Trojans earlier this afternoon. Mount Olive 3-1 on the season. They opened up the year on the 7th of January with a 3-0 loss at Lincoln Memorial. But this is their fourth match in 3 days in 3 different states. On Thursday, they defeated Lindenwood 3-0. Yesterday, they beat Quincy 3-0 and then made the trip to Greenville to play 2 matches today with Urbana and now with Tusculum. The Trojans will play their home opener next Friday, January the 17th. They'll actually play the 17th and the 18th at home against Brigham Young University before they get going in their Conference Carolina schedule. They will also play Sacred Heart and Harvard on the road later on this year, as they will have an ambitious schedule through the season. Meanwhile, the Pioneers got their first victory in program history earlier today as they defeated Urbana 3-0. As Matteo Miceli had 13 kills for the Pioneers, Sean Kampshoff added 11 kills in that victory. For Mount Olive in their victory over Urbana, it was Jared Ferguson leading the way. He had 12 kills without an error in 27 attacks, as Mount Olive got the victory by that score of 3-0. Today's starting lineups for Mount Olive: they will start Luke Vizgaitis, a 6'5 junior from Wexford, Pennsylvania. Toby Aziz, a 6'4 sophomore from Australia. Tyron Gillespie, a 6'1 freshman from New Zealand. Troy Megorian, a sophomore from Agora Hills, California. Nicholas Laxar, a 6'1 sophomore from Vienna, Austria. And Eric Vizgaitis, a 6'5 junior, also from Wexford, Pennsylvania, suburban Pittsburgh area. The libero is Trevor Trazer, the 6-foot freshman. He is from Pittsburgh, all 3 of them from North Allegheny High School. The coach of the Trojans, Ali'i K.O.O. For Tusculum, they will start with Arthur Amorim, the 6'3 sophomore from Brazil. Lucas Blanco, a 6'3 freshman from Miami, Florida. Sean Kampshoff, 6'5 sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada. Shafar Grant, 6'3 freshman from Kingston, Jamaica. Matteo Miceli, a 6'2 freshman from Italy. And Hunter Walk, a 6'4 freshman from Chesapeake, Virginia. And the libero is Jarrett Knight, a 5'8 sophomore from Grand Blanc, Michigan. That's the lineup for head coach Eddie Pennington. In his first year with the Pioneers, the first season of volleyball here at Tusculum. Don Donnelly introducing the starting lineups as the Mount Olive Trojans being introduced, wearing their road black uniforms, green numerals, and white trim. Tusculum is wearing their orange uniforms, or what's supposed to be orange uniforms, with camouflage numerals and black trim. As the Pioneers being introduced right now. We are about set for volleyball action for Tusculum. It'll be their third match, and they'll play their fourth match this coming Tuesday against Lincoln Memorial. It'll be a 7 o'clock start here at Pioneer Arena, and then on the road next weekend, trips to North Greenville and Belmont Abbey. And then a home match on Saturday, January 25th against Bluefield College. And then they will be on the road for their next 11 matches before returning home to Pioneer Arena on Saturday, February 29th, to take on Queens. There are other home matches in March against Milligan and Erskine. Tusculum playing 7 home matches this season, and 4 of them in the first week of the year. the teams shaking hands as we get set for volleyball action today. The officials for this match, the chair official is Kelly Peterson. Josh Roberts is the table official. And working the lines are Terry Cutshall and Jason Johns. Hey, thanks for all of you tuning in here on the Pioneer Sports Network on our YouTube page. Those of you who have joined us to watch, of course, it was scheduled for a 6 o'clock start, but since the other matches both ended in 3 sets, they said we'll just move it up a few minutes. So we're going to start it here at 5:45, and we are right on the dot as far as that start time for this match. You can follow Tusculum Athletics online at TusculumPioneers.com. Links to live stats and live video for Pioneer men's volleyball matches and for all the Pioneer sports. Had a good crowd out here for the first match. It's thinned out a little bit as it's gotten later on in the day. It's a beautiful day outside. Temperatures in the 70s, although some storms are coming. So we're getting ready to start here. And it'll be Mount Olive with the first service of the match, serving left to right as we view things here at Pioneer Arena. And we are underway as Maselli gets the first dig. Blanco's set. The attack there by Amorum is met by the Trojans. Joust at the net, and it's going to be a point for the Pioneers as Blanco puts it away. Lucas Blanco, who had 35 assists in the Pioneers' first match. We'll have the first service of the afternoon for the Pioneers. Off the set, the attack is dug, and it's going to be saved by Walk, and over on the free pass is Knight. That attack is going to be out of bounds on the attack there by Vizgaitis, and it'll be a point for the Pioneers. They lead it 2-0. Now Olive's uniform's a little tough to read the numbers. In fact, both teams' numbers are tough to read, so tough time to be a broadcaster, I'll tell you. But that service there by Blanco is into the net, and that'll be the first point of the match for Mount Olive. Serving for the Trojans is Luke Vizgaitis. Mount Olive had 5 service aces in their first match this afternoon against Urbana. The jump serve is in. It's dug over, but unable to get it over on the dig is Maselli, and that'll be an ace for Vizgaitis. Vizgaitis did not play in the first match of the day for Mount Olive. He is out there in the starting lineup this afternoon. That serve is long, and it'll be a point for the Pioneers. 3-2, Tusculum regains the lead. Mateo Maselli will serve for the Pioneers. Maselli had a pair of service aces in that first match against Urbana. The jump serve at the net, and the attack is going to be dug by Knight, and now Maselli's called for a double hit, and that'll be a point for Mount Olive. Serving for the Trojans, number 15, Troy Megorian. Megorian had 7 kills in their match against Urbana. He'll jump serve this one. It's dug out by Maselli. Blanco's set. The attack by Walk is met by the defense. That attack is going to wind up being a kill for Eric Vizgaitis. 4-3, Mount Olive with the lead. As Megorian will serve. He'll study it. The toss. Maselli digs it for Blanco. That attempt by Kampstoff is met by the Trojans. And that attack is going to be a kill for Toby Aziz. So another point for Mount Olive. They lead it 5-3. Five to 3, Mount Olive leading. On the serve, Maselli with the dig and the error on the reception. Another point for Mount Olive, their second ace of this set. And they now lead it 6-3. So Megorian has now served 3 consecutive points. This one is in, dug by Knight. Blanco, cross. The attack by Walk is dug. Now back across for the kill by Aziz. Aziz, who did not play in the afternoon match, as they've changed up their lineup a little bit, obviously with the schedule that they've had, trying to keep guys fresh. 7-3, Mount Olive. Service long, going to be a point for the Pioneers. 7-4. Arthur Amorum will now serve for Tusculum. His team trailing 7-4. Skims the net, dug by Aziz. The set by Laxar, and that'll be a kill for Vizgaitis. Eric Vizgaitis, his second kill of the match. And it's 8-4 Trojans. Aziz will serve. This team up 8-4 here in the first set. Into Walk, set by Blanco. Maselli back row attack, and we have a whistle, and we're going to have a point. Mount Olive, as that hit by Maselli was illegal. 9-4, Mount Olive now leads it. Tusculum still looking for its first kill of the match. They've gotten their points on 2 attack errors and 2 service errors. And stoppage of play now as there appears to be some moisture on the court that they'll be toweling up. 9-4, Mount Olive with the early lead here in this match. Our perspective, if you see on the screen, that's pretty much the perspective that I have watching this match. The camera's right next to me, so you have the sideline perspective and the side court perspective as well. Aziz with the serve right down the line, and that's going to be an ace as Walt cannot come up with it. And it's now 10-4 in favor of the Trojans. You'll see on this jump serve right on down the line, perfectly placed. 10-4, Mount Olive leading. So 3 aces now for the Trojans in this first set. They only had 5 against Urbana. That's going to be off the net for a service error and a point for the Pioneers. They now trail at 10-5. Sean Kampshoff will serve for the first time for the Pioneers, the Las Vegas native, sophomore. Jump that one in. The cross-court set, the dig by Maselli. Kampshoff will set it. It's a miscommunication. Then Grant will just have to bump it over. Off the set. The high attack there and a kill for Aziz. As he didn't catch that ball at the highest point, but sometimes that can be effective, as we saw in Tusculum's match against Urbana. If you're off sequence in your attack, you can get the defense off sequence as well and get the point. Maselli will dig that one. Blanco for Kampshoff, and he gets the kill for the Pioneers, their first kill of the match. Sean Kampshoff with the powerful attack there from the right side. And the Pioneers have their first kill as a team. They came in off the set there by Blanco, and he came in off the right side and found the kill. Walked the serve into the net, point for Mount Olive. Second service error for Tusculum. And it's now 12-6 Trojans. Nicholas Laxar will serve. He's their setter with 5 assists so far in today's match. Laxar had 25 assists in the match against Urbana. Knight for Blanco. Cross to Maselli. That's long. That'll be a point for Mount Olive. Eddie Pennington, the Pioneer coach, looking for a tip. They're begging for a tip, but they're not going to get it. I didn't think there was a tip. It's going to be a point to Mount Olive. They lead it 13-6. So Laxar will be serving here for Mount Olive. And that's into the net, point Pioneers. Mount Olive now with 4 service errors, matching their total from the match against Urbana. Tusculum had 19 service errors in their match with Urbana, and they've had 2 so far in this contest, as Shafar Grant will serve for the Pioneers, trailing 13-7. Dug by Tresser, and now a double hit by Laxar, and it'll be a point for the Pioneers. 13-8. Tusculum hitting under 0, negative numbers, or minus 143 so far. Mount Olive hitting 300. They have a whistle as Kampshoff needs to readjust his shoelace. So Grant will serve, down 13-8 in the first set. And it just floats long. It's a point for Mount Olive. Good eyes there by Gillespie, who watched that one flutter out of bounds. And now he'll serve with a 14-8 lead. Gillespie had 3 kills in the first match of the day for Mount Olive. And that's going to be a point for Matteo Maselli as he beats the block and gets his first kill of the match. It's 14-9. So back to Lucas Blanco to serve for Tusculum, with the Pioneers trailing 14-9 in the first set. And that's going to be way long, point for Mount Olive. Mount Olive now 15-9 lead. Luke Viscaitis will serve here for the Trojans. They lead it by 6. Into walk. Blanco from Maselli, continued by the Pioneers. Another chance here, this one by Amorum, blocked at the net. They'll continue it over and bump it across the other side. Laxar with the setup, and that's going to be long on the attempt by Megorian. And that's a point for Tusculum. It's 15-10. And that one's almost knocked the antenna off, as that one's out of bounds, and it'll be a point from Mount Olive. They lead at 16-10. Mount Olive side out percentage so far over 75%. Well, Tusculum's at 50% in side outs. Now 80%, if the numbers refresh. Means 80% of the time Tusculum serves, Mount Olive's winning the point. Gregorian will serve it here for Mount Olive, with his team up 16-10 in the first set. That one is in. Maselli digs it. Blanco sets it. Amorum with the kill for the Pioneers. Arthur Amorum's first kill for Tusculum in this match. But he came off the serve, a good dig, and a good set, and Amorum puts it away for the point for the Pioneers. Now Amorum will serve, and another service error for Tusculum. 6 service errors now for the Pioneers in this set, and Mount Olive leads at 17-11. Pioneers have erred on their last 3 services. And now it'll be Toby Aziz. He's got 3 kills to lead all players here in this first set. Aziz with the toss, and that's off the net. Played by Walk, set up by Blanco. Back to Walk, and the kill for the Pioneers. Tresser trying to dig it, but could not. And it's point for Tusculum at 17-12. Sean Kampshoff will now serve. So he'll try and get Tusculum back in to this match. That serve is good. And on the attack and getting the kill is the setter, Laxar. So he just took it himself. Right there. Put it away for his first kill. And it's 18-12. Now check that. They say that that was an illegal hit. So it is 17-13. Kampshoff's service. Dug out and the kill off the block by Vizgaitis. And they'll fix the score here. It's 18, should be 18-13. Should be 18-13. On the attack, Grant played over. Walk will play it back over now. Laxar sets it. The attack by Vizgaitis is met by the Pioneers. Blanco tries to play it over, and that's going to be set out of bounds. It'll be a point for the Pioneers. Now Tusculum serving 18-14. And a kill for Luke Vizgaitis. So it's 19-14. That serve is in, dug by a walk. Kampshoff off the line, gets the kill for the Pioneers. Kampshoff's second kill of this set. And it's 19-15. That serve is in. Playing across and off the block for the kill is Mount Olive. Is coming up with that one to give the Trojans the lead. Apparently it is 21-14. I swear it's 20-15, but and that is going to be played off the chair on the serve, and it'll be a service ace for the Trojans, and they will go to a timeout with the lead. I'll get things straightened out here. We'll be back for you in just a moment. You're listening to and watching Pioneer Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2. Where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
It's fine. It'll be okay, okay? Nobody cares about the flowers. Who needs flowers at a wedding?
At Ingalls, we know that the best of plans don't always go according to plan.
My best friend's getting married today and the florist never showed.
That's why we're always there when you need us.
What are their colors?
Purple and cream.
With smiling faces and helping hands.
No one cares. No one cares. You will look great. Flowers are not important. And where is Holly? Have you anyone seen Holly?
And although life will...
Back here at Pioneer Arena. And I guess now it's 22-15, which is close enough. They had it 22-14, and now it's 22-15. In any case, it'll be It'll be Mount Olive to serve. Dug by Maselli. Blanco plays it to Kampshoff, and he comes up with the kill for the Pioneers. Sean Kampshoff's third kill of the set, and the Pioneers cut it to 21-16. Now we're right. 21-16. And serving for Tusculum will be Lucas Blanco. That serve is in, dug out by Tresser, the libero. That attack is going to wind up being a kill for Luke Vizgaitis. 22-16 Mount Olive, up by 6. Or no, they say it's long. They do say it's long. Wait a second. Mount Olive thought it was in. The official, he pointed and then he waved his flag. Anyway, point Pioneers, 21-17. We'll get it figured out here before long. Blanco with the service. Laxar will set it up. And that attack is going to be a kill for Mount Olive. As Troy McGorian gets that kill, his second of the set, 22-17. That one is dug by Knight. Blanco setting up Miss Sally, and it was tipped. It was tipped at the net. It's a point for the Pioneers. 22-18. They've cut it back to 4. Mateo Maselli serving now. 22-18. Tusculum trailing by 4. That serve is in. Laxar across. Aziz. And it's long. Point Pioneers. They want the tip. They're getting the tip. Point Mount Olive. They get the tip. They say it was tipped by the defense, and it's 23-18. See it here on the replay if they got it at the net. Boy, that's hard to tell. That's so hard to tell. It would have been at the net if it was tipped. And 23-18, Mount Olive 2 points away from the set. It serves in the net, and it'll be a point for the Pioneers. That's the 5th service error for Mount Olive in this set. Pioneers trailing 23-19, still looking for their first ace of the set. And it'll be Amorim to serve. And he gets that one in, dug by Aziz. And it's going to be a kill for Eric Vizgaitis. And that ball finds the inside of the line, and now Mount Olive has set point. 24-19. And Aziz will serve to try and claim this first set for the Trojans. Aziz with the toss and serve into the net, point Pioneers, 24-20. Mount Olive's side out percentage in this set, 79%. Kampshoff will serve it for Tusculum. They need 4 points. And they're not going to get it as that serve is long, and that'll be a point for Mount Olive, and they'll take the first set 25-20. So Mount Olive wins set number 1, 25-20. The teams will change ends, and we'll have set number 2 coming up for you in just a matter of moments. You are watching Tusculum Men's Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Be predictably unpredictable.
Let's get you to that wedding.
A curveball is that much more satisfying
I got the flowers!
when you knock it out of the park.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome!
So when the plan goes out the window and improvisation becomes the order of the day, just remember, that's where the best of memories are made.
All right, they're ready for us.
True story. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
Johnson City Toyota is the #1 Toyota dealership in the Tri-Cities because we make buying simple. First, we discount every vehicle every day, and we stand behind what we sell with a lifetime warranty. For more, simply go to johnsoncitytoyota.com.
Family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you?
You got lunch.
To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. Even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
Hey, you're eating hummus?
What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's what families do. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Hello.
Back here at Pioneer Arena, where Mount Olive has won the first set, 25-20. The Trojans hit 300 in the first set, 11 kills, 5 errors, 20 attacks. Toby Aziz leading the way, 4 kills, 6 attacks for a 500 hitting percentage. Eric Vizgaitis was 4 for 4 on kills. Troy Megarian with 2 kills, Luke Vizgaitis with 1. Nicholas Lassar with 11 assists to lead Mount Olive, who had 4 assists, or 4 aces and 4 digs in that first set, and no blocks. For Tusculum, they wound up rallying, and they were, as I remember, said they were minus at one point. They wound up hitting 353 in the set, 8 kills on 2 errors and 17 attacks for that 353 hitting percentage. Sean Kamshoff 3 kills, Hunter Walk 2, 1 each for Arthur Amorum, Lucas Blanco, and Matteo Maselli. Blanco had 6 assists. Tusculum did not have any aces in that first set, 7 service errors, and 1 block. So the first set goes to Mount Olive, 25-20. The teams will get ready for set number 2 here. Other Tusculum athletic action today. Men's basketball team was at Coker this afternoon. They led by as many as 15 points, and they wound up losing 67-58 to Coker. Tusculum drops their second straight. Women winning today over Coker. They went 2-0 this week. Both those teams will be on the road Wednesday at Carson Newman, and then back here at Pioneer Arena next Saturday for men's basket and women's basketball. So we're ready for set number 2. Lucas Blanco will serve to start the set for the Pioneers. Played by Aziz. The set coming from Tresser, and then it'll be bumped over by Megorian. That attack goes long from Maselli, and that'll be a point for Mount Olive to start this second set. Tyron Gillespie will serve to start this second set for the Trojans. Gillespie had an 1 ace in the first set. That serve is in as Knight let it go, and it lands in for the point, 2-0 Mount Olive. As this one came in and boom, dipped right down at the very end. Okay, that top spin going. 2-0 Mount Olive. Another top spin serve. This one dug by Knight. Blanco sets it up for Maselli. Dug by Tracer. Now coming off the left side with the attack there is Aziz, answered by the Pioneers, but the set is into the net, and it's 3-0 Trojans. So Mount Olive off to the 3-0 lead here in set number 2. Gillespie will do the honors. That one is in. It's going to be saved by Maselli, and Knight will just bump it over. At the net, Aziz, dug by Knight, but Maselli unable to do anything with that dig, and it's 4-0 Mount Olive. Four nothing Trojans here in set number 2. And Gillespie will go to the serve once again. So he served 3 straight. That one is in. Kampshoff will set it up for the attack, which is saved there by the Trojans, and then a kill for Aziz, his 5th of this match. And it's 5-0 Mount Olive. And Eddie Pennington wants a timeout for his Pioneers. So Tusculum down 0-5 in this second set with Mount Olive leading the match 1-0. More men's volleyball after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Hello, my name is Jacob Fate, and I'm the Dean of the College of Business at Tusculum University. I'm proud to share with you that the programs in the College of Business received accreditation through ACBSP in December of 2018. The Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs accredits business schools and programs worldwide. This accreditation elevates our programs to the top programs worldwide.
Tusculum University is Tennessee's first university. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. Students from 31 states and 15 countries have found a home here, with nearly 60.
So Mount Olive off to a 5-0 lead here in this second set, as the Pioneers have fallen into this early hole. Tyron Gillespie has served the last 4 points for the Trojans. And he's ready to serve this one up. His team up 5-0. Serve is in. Set up by Blanco, double hit. Another point for Mount Olive. They lead at 6-0. 6-0 Trojans here in set number 2. As Gillespie will go back to work. That serve is in. Knight with the dig. Blanco setting up Maselli, and he gets the kill for the Pioneers. Mateo Maselli's second kill of the match. And the first point for the Pioneers, who trail at 6-1. Maselli will serve. That serve is dug by Tresser. That attack there by Viscitis is answered by the Pioneers. Walk with the dig. This attack by Megorian is going to be played off the wall, and a double hit by Knight after they played it off the ceiling, which we saw that happen in the Tusculum match against Urbana, playing it off the ceiling, and they did it there, but unfortunately for the Pioneers, they wound up at a double hit, and it's 7-1 Mount Olive. Luke Viscitis will serve it here for the Trojans. To Knight, to Blanco, and a kill for the Pioneers, Arthur Amoro. Or a block. Check that, that was a block. Hard to see from this angle sometimes, but they do get the block and they do get the point. So Amorum gets blocked at the net, and it's 8-1 Mount Olive. Served by Viscitis. Over the net, and an easy kill there for Eric Viscitis. 9-1, Trojans with the lead. Eric Viscitis had the block on that last attack there from Amorum. And it's 9-1 Mount Olive here in set number 2. Luke Viscitis to put it in play. Knight for Blanco. Kapshoff and a dig. And it's played over by the Trojans. Kapshoff will try it again. And I think we have a blocking error, we do, on Mount Olive. It'll be a point for the Pioneers. So Tusculum cuts it to 9-2. Arthur Amorum will serve it for the Pioneers. Serve off the net. Pancake there by Tresser. And now it's going to be bumped over by Gillespie. Now it's Grant, and they're going to say it was a point for the Trojans as it rode the net and went out of bounds. Troy Megorian will serve it now for Mount Olive as they lead at 10-2. And that serve is in. Kampshoff will play it across to Maselli. Saving it is Gillespie, and it's played across. Blanco's set. That attacked by Maselli is a kill for the Pioneers. Mateo Maselli's third kill of the match, and it's 10-3. And now Kampshoff will serve. Sean Kampshoff ready to go. The left-handed serve is too strong, out of bounds. Point to Mount Olive, 11-3. So it's Toby Aziz to serve. Aziz leads all players in this match with 6 kills. Aziz with the jump serve. Dug by Knight. Set by Blanco. And Kampshoff's just going to have to bump it over, and it's too strong. And another attack error for the Pioneers, even though it wasn't necessarily an attack. It'll go down as an error for Kampshoff, his first of the match. And it's 12-3 Mount Olive. Which Eddie Pennington's already burned 1 timeout in this set. His team down by 9. Aziz, jump serve into the net, point Pioneers. 7th service error for the Trojans. And now it's 12-4, Tusculum serving. Hunter Walk will serve for the Pioneers. Walk has 2 kills so far in this match. And right on in for an ace. Gregorian tried to jump out of the way of the ball, but it curled in for the ace. Oh, no, it's going to be a point to Mount Olive. So Mount Olive gets the point, as it is a service error. That attack by the Pioneers is dug. And now bumping it over is Gillespie. Selly's attack is dug. Now Megorian, he is too strong. They look for a tip. They're not going to get one. It's point Pioneers. 13-5. Tusculum does have a substitution. We'll get to that in a second. As they're going to be unable to salvage that one, it's going to be an ace for the Pioneers, Shafar Grant. Mackenzie Scott has checked into the lineup, a 6'3" freshman from Chester, Virginia, making his first appearance for the Pioneers. He has some condensation on the floor. That's served by Grant. Dug by Aziz. And on the attack is Gillespie. And now a double hit for the Pioneers. Kampshoff will get whistled there, and it's now 14-6 Mount Olive. Nicholas Laxar, who has 13 assists in the match for the Trojans, will serve this one 14-6. Good serve. Set up, and the attack by Maselli. They're able to bat it over, but is going to be a lift, and it'll be a point for the Pioneers, 14-7. Tusculum in the negative numbers in this set, 3 kills, 4 errors. Minus hitting percentage. They were minus in the first set and rallied to get it up over 300. Trail here 14-7. That serve is in, dug by Tresser. The attack and the kill by Luke Vizgaitis. Vizgaitis' second kill of this match. As the serve was in, perfect set and right in stride for the point. Now serving is Tyron Gillespie. Blanco with the set. The attack by the Pioneers is going to wind up being a kill for Mount Olive as Aziz gets another kill, his 7th of this match. And it's now 16-7 Mount Olive here in the second. (16-7) Trojans with the lead. Gillespie's serve is in, played by Scott. Cross for Kampshoff, he comes down with the kill. Sean Kampshoff, 5 kills now for the Pioneers, and 16-8. Matteo Maselli will serve now for Tusculum. Mount Olive still at over 80% on side-out percentages, which is winning volleyball right there. And a service error for the Pioneers. That's their 10th of the match. And it's now 17-8 Mount Olive. Meanwhile, Tusculum, by comparison, just 56% side outs. So Mount Olive able to get points on their serve almost half the time. And that's how you can get out to a lead of like 17-8, which is where we're at right now. Luke Vizgaitis will serve this one for the Trojans. Set by Blanco. The attack is going to be continued. Another try for the Pioneers. Dug by Gillespie. Laxar with the set for Aziz, and he gets the kill. The Pioneers got the block, but it was blocked out of bounds, and it'll be another point for Mount Olive. Toby Aziz with 8 kills in this match for the Trojans. They lead at 18-8. The Pioneers looking to try and get some answers. That serve is going to be long, point for Tusculum. 8 service errors for Mount Olive. They have 5 aces and 8 errors. Tusculum with 1 ace and 10 errors. Arthur Amorim will serve for the Pioneers. And that's a deep serve and another point to Mount Olive. They now lead at 19-9. Tusculum's gotten back to 0 on hitting in this set. 4 kills, 4 errors, 20 attacks. Mount Olive, 6 kills, an error, and 12 attacks for a .417 hitting percentage as a team in this second set. Troy Megorian will serve it for the Trojans. Right down the line. Grant will dig it, and that attack by Maselli, dug by the Trojans. Nice set for Aziz. He tips it over and gets the point. Nice set there by the libero Tresser as he set it up perfectly for Toby Aziz, who gets his 9th kill. And Mount Olive now leads at 20-9. Megorian will serve for the Trojans. The jump serve is dug by Knight. Blanco, Kampshoff, rides the net. And it'll continue over for another chance by the Pioneers. Blocked at the net is Maselli. Or check that, Scott. Scott was blocked at the net, and that's going to be a point for Mount Olive. They lead at 21-9. (21-9) Trojans. As Megorian will serve. And it is wide, and a point for the Pioneers. Laxar and Eric Vizgaitis had the block on that last point for Mount Olive. He leads at 21-10 here in set number 2. Kampshoff will serve for the Pioneers. Dug by Gillespie over the net, and Grant with the attack. Now back to Aziz again. Is that long? It is long. It's a point for the Pioneers. Aziz with just his 2nd error of the match on 9 kills. And it's 21-11. Kampshoff steps up, steps into it. Tresser, Laxar, and the kill for the Trojans, Eric Vizgaitis. His 6th kill in 6 attacks here in this match, and it's 22-11. Aziz will serve. as some moisture on the court will be dispatched with by the table staff, and we'll continue action 22-11. Aziz will do the serve. That serve is in. The tip by Blanco, dug by Tresser, saved for the point by Aziz. Off the set by Laxar, another point for the Trojans. So 23-11. Mount Olive seems to be on a collision course with a 2-0 lead in this match. Served by Aziz is wide and too deep. And a point to the Pioneers. 10 service errors this afternoon for the Trojans. 23-12. Mackenzie Scott will serve for the Pioneers. That serve is in. Off the set. And it's going to be a point for the Pioneers as it's blocked by Naselli. So back-to-back points for Tusculum. They trail at 23-13. Scott serve, skims the net. Gillespie gets the point for the Trojans. Tyron Gillespie's first kill of the match, and it's 24-13, so Mount Olive has numerous set points at their disposal. They'll try and finish it off right here with Eric Vizgaitis on the serve. That serve is in. Knight for Blanco. Cross for the attack and the block by the Trojans, Luke Vizgaitis. And that'll finish off this second set. We'll watch this one again. As off the serve, the dig, and it was set up well, but the block, big time block for the Trojans, and they take a 2-0 lead, winning 25-13 here in set number 2. So Mount Olive leads 2-0. We'll be back with the stats update for you and
the areas of study, Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit www.tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
We are in Granger County, Tennessee, here at Pierce Farms, and the Pierce family has been working with Ingalls for over 30 years. It means a great deal supplying produce. As a local farmer, it really touches base knowing that we're just simple people just trying to help, and we love what we do, and Ingalls is a huge part of helping us do it. Farming is who we are, and it's in our blood. God has really blessed us with the sun and the soil to grow the best tomatoes you'll find anywhere. I believe it's really in the soil. So if you're in Granger County and you farm tomatoes, then you're in. Just a great blessing on us to actually farm and be able to farm and to supply tomatoes to people, and Ingalls really cares about family farms like Pierce Farms, and they really care about their customers. We're just glad to be a part of that. God has blessed us with a really great partnership there. They make fresh local produce have real meaning for lots of people. I'm Shane.
Here for set number 3 at Pioneer Arena, with Tusculum trailing Mount Olive 2-0. Mount Olive winning second set 25-13. Through 2 sets, well, in that second set, Mount Olive hit .389 as a team, 10 kills, 3 errors, 18 attacks. Tusculum negative .077, 4 kills, 6 errors, 26 attacks. Through 2 sets, Mount Olive is hitting .342 as a team, 21-838. Toby Aziz, the leading hitter for the Trojans, 10 kills with 2 errors and 14 attacks for a .571 hitting percentage. Eric Vizgaitis, 6 kills with an error and 7 attacks, .714 hitting percentage. For Tusculum, Sean Campshaw, 5 kills and 10 attacks. He's hitting .400. Matteo Maselli, 3 kills. Nicholas Laxar with 19 assists to lead Mount Olive, while Lucas Blanco has 10 assists to lead the Pioneers. Mount Olive with 5 aces, 10 errors on the serve. Tusculum 1 ace, 11 errors on the serve. Mount Olive leading in digs 16-8 and in blocks 3-2. So Mount Olive winning about a 4-1 margin on the Tusculum serve. They've gotten 80% of this. On Tusculum's side outs, they're winning 80% of the points. Tusculum just 53% of the points off Mount Olive side outs. So Tusculum will try and stay into this one. As they trail at 2-0. Getting some last-minute instructions from Coach Eddie Pennington. And Tusculum will go back to work, trailing 2-0. Again, the Pioneers will be back here at Pioneer Arena Tuesday night to take on Lincoln Memorial. It'll be a 7 o'clock start. It'll be an Independent Volleyball Association conference match. 7 o'clock Tuesday night here at Pioneer Arena. Tyron Gillespie will serve to start the third set for Mount Olive. His service dug, played across, and the point for Maselli. Scott had the dig, Blanco the set, and Maselli the kill, his 4th kill of this match. So Tusculum leads at 1-0 as Blanco will serve. Into the net, point Mount Olive. 12 errors now on the serve for Tusculum. This will be Luke Vizgaitis to serve. Vizgaitis with 1 ace so far this afternoon. Played by Maselli, set by Blanco. Kampshoff gets it right on the line. Point to the Pioneers. They lead it 2-1. As Maselli got the set, and then Kampshoff coming off the left side, right inside the line for the point. Mackenzie Scott will serve this one for Tusculum. That is too strong. It's a point for Mount Olive. Tied at 2 here in the third set. Troy Megorian will serve for Mount Olive. Tied at 2. Megorian always studies it before he serves it. Knight digs it and trying to save it, and that's going to be an ace. Really wasn't much that the Pioneers could do off of that one, as the ace for Megorian, his 2nd of this match. And Mount Olive now with a 3-2 lead. And Megorian with the serve. In the net, point to the Pioneers. And we are tied up 3-3. Arthur Amorum to serve for Tusculum. Amorum with 1 kill in this match. The serve is in. Aziz, Laxar, Aziz off of Amorum, and Davis can't do anything with it. Or check that, Grant can't do anything with it. It's a point for Mount Olive, 4-3, as Aziz gets his 11th kill of this match. Toby Aziz with the toss and the serve. Dug by Maselli to Blanco. Kampshoff off the right side. Dig to Tresser. Set by Alaxar, and the attack is dug by the Pioneers, but unable to come up with it. And it'll be a kill for the Trojans. They will now lead it 5-3. Mount Olive leading this match. Aziz will put it in play. And it's too long. It'll be a point for the Pioneers. Cut it to 5-4. Sean Kampshoff will serve. He leads Tusculum in this match with 6 kills in 12 attacks. That serve is in. Battle at the net, and it's over, and it's Pioneer ball. Kampshoff. Dig by Tresser. Can they save it? They cannot. Good effort by the Trojans. I believe that was Megorian who went after it, but it's a point for the Pioneers, and they've evened it up 5-5. So Kampshoff gets the serve and then gets the point. That serve is in. A little bit of a scramble, tipped over. Kampshoff digs it, and it'll be played over by Maselli. Off the set, Aziz too strong, point to Tusculum. And the Pioneers have the lead 6-5. So the Pioneers got back-to-back points. They lead at 6-5. Off the set, the attack is killed by Eric Vizgaitis. Vizgaitis with his the 8th kill of the afternoon. And we're tied at 6. Tusculum had scored 3 in a row. Eric Vizgaitis with the serve. It's too strong, and it's a point for the Pioneers. 7-6 Tusculum. Now to serve is Maselli. Serve is an error. It's out. And it's a point to the Trojans. Was it just me, or did the lights flash a little bit? There's thunderstorms in the area. I'd hate to see a power outage. Eddie Pennington questioning the last play. I thought it was out. We're tied at 7. Seven all, it's Mount Olive serving. Just outside as Scott watches it go out of bounds, and it's a point to the Pioneers. But Tusculum regains the lead 8-7 here in set number 3. Shafar Grant will serve it for the Pioneers. And Mount Olive is out of rotation. It's a point to the Pioneers. 9-7, Tusculum leads it. As Laxar, the captain, is getting the explanation from the down official, Josh Roberts. Grant will serve, with Tusculum having its largest lead of the set at 9-7. That serve skims the net. Now a free ball is going to be played over by the Trojans. Maselli from the back row. And it's going to be a point to Mount Olive. As that ball somehow went through the block and is a point for the Trojans. So 9-8, Tusculum's lead down to 1. This serve will be in. Maselli to Blanco. Morin with the attack. Battle at the net. It'll be set up this time by Tresser. And the attack by Aziz is a kill for Mount Olive. Toby Aziz, 12 kills now for the Trojans, who have tied this one up 9-9 here in the third set. Gillespie on the serve here for Mount Olive. They've gotten the last 2 points. The serve is an error, and a point to the Pioneers. They go back on top 10-9. On the serve will be Lucas Blanco. Blanco's serve, dug by Tresser. Laxar set, Aziz with the kill. So Toby Aziz now with 13 kills in this match, and it's tied at 10. Luke Vizgaitis will serve for the Trojans, as we're even at 10. Serve is into Maselli. Blanco. Amorum dug by the Trojans. And unable to play it off of the bump is Aziz. That'll be a point for the Pioneers. So Tusculum has regained the lead, 11-10. Mackenzie Scott will do the serving honors for the Pioneers with the 11-10 lead. Dug by Aziz. Back to him and a kill. Toby Aziz. The strong kill there for Mount Olive. The Trojans serving here. Over for Kampshoff. It's dug by Mount Olive. Try Aziz again. Block attempt for the Pioneers. It's a free ball. Scott's going to try and keep it alive. Maselli gets it over. Right back to Aziz again, and this time he gets a kill. So it's 12-11 Mount Olive. Last year, Aziz's season high in kills was 26. He's got 14 today. Check that, I believe he's got 15 now. The bump attempt there on the dig off the serve by Knight goes over the net, and it's another service ace for Mount Olive. As Hunter Walk is back in the match for the Pioneers. (13-11) Mount Olive leading here in this third set. That's too strong. It's a point for Tusculum. 13-12, Mount Olive leading. Mount Olive hitting .545 in this third set. .388 for the match. Amorum's serve is dug by Tresser. Laxar, and the kill this time goes to Eric Vizgaitis. Or check that, an error by Vizgaitis. I knew that. I saw his flag go up. 13 apiece. So for Eric Vizgaitis, just his second attack error of this match. And we're even at 13. Morum serve too strong, and it's back to Mount Olive's lead at 14-13. 10 ties in this set. Toby Aziz will serve for the Trojans. He had the 15 kills this afternoon. That serve is in. Scott, Blanco, cross to Amorum. Another chance here for the Pioneers. Another chance for Maselli and a kill for Tusculum. Mateo Maselli gets his 5th kill of the match. And we are tied at 14. Kampshoff will serve here for Tusculum. Tied at 14. Into the net, point for Mount Olive. So it's 15-14 Mount Olive leading here in the third set, leading 2-0. Eric Vizgaitis on the serve. Maselli for Blanco. And that shot by Grant is out of bounds. It was just wide, and it's a point for Mount Olive. They lead at 16-14. (16-14). And the serve goes to Scott. The tip by Blanco is a point for the Pioneers. Lucas Blanco's 2nd kill of the match. And it's 16-15. Well done here by Blanco. We've seen him do that from time to time. Off the perfect pass from Davis, or from Scott, and he put it away for the point. 16-15. Mateo Maselli will serve. Tusculum with just 2 aces in this match, both from Shafar Grant. Aziz with the dig. Cross for the attack. That time, too strong on the attempt there by Megorian. And we're going to have a timeout. Mount Olive calls timeout as we are tied at 16 here in the third set. Mount Olive and Tusculum. Back with more volleyball action after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Pierce, and this is my Ingle story.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here.
Back at Pioneer Arena with Tusculum and Mount Olive tied at 16 in this third set. This is the 12th tie of the set. There have been 3 lead changes. There were only 2 ties combined in the first and second sets. So Tusculum serving here at Maselli. And that's out of bounds. As it hit the pole, the support for the net, and carried all the way back to the Tusculum bench. So 17-16, Mount Olive leads it. In set number 3, that serve is in, dug by Maselli. Blanco tries to play it at the net, can't do it. And it's a point to Mount Olive. Could be scored as an ace. Regardless, it's a point. It's 18-16. That serve is too strong, and it's a point to the Pioneers. Tusculum back to within 18-17. Shafar Grant will serve. That is in. Aziz, Laxar, and the attack there by Luke Vizgaitis is a point for Mount Olive. 19-17, Trojans lead. Laxar was credited with an ace on that last service. The team now has 8 aces in the match. Serve into the net, and it's a point for the Pioneers. As Gillespie is met by the net. So Tusculum now trails 19-18. And Lucas Blanco will serve. Blanco's serve is too strong, and it's a point to Mount Olive. Each team now with 18 service errors. It'll be Luke Vizgaitis serving. And Mount Olive with a 2-point lead. That serve is in. Maselli. Scott. Kampshoff into the net. Point for Mount Olive. Just the second attack error for Kampshoff in this match. The other one was when he tried a bump that was too strong. And Tusculum will call a timeout with Mount Olive leading 21-18. More men's volleyball action after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive to achieve every goal we aim for because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
From the first day, we looked around each other and we said, we gotta go make things happen this year.
It doesn't matter what the score is at the end of the game. You have to go forward.
You have to take the game.
Attacking, get your goals real quick.
Give your best effort.
Back here at Pioneer Arena with Mount Olive leading Tusculum 21-18 in the third set. As the Trojans trying to finish off a sweep here. Luke Vizgaitis will serve it for the Trojans. Tonight, Blanco sets it up. Kampshoff tries to go long, and it's out of bounds. Point to Mount Olive. They lead it 22-18. Mount Olive hitting .346 in this match. Tusculum hovering around 100. Vizgaitis to serve. Knight for Blanco, and a kill by the Pioneers, Arthur Amorum. Amorum's second kill of the afternoon, and it's 22-19. Mackenzie Scott will serve for the Pioneers. And gets that one in, dug by Tresser. Laxar with the set, and it's going to be Gregorian at the net. And it's going to be a discussion. Watch this one again. They're going to give the point to Mount Olive, but we'll watch it again. There's a joust at the net. Boy, that's hard to tell. I don't know. I think that was net. But in any case, it's a point for Mount Olive, 23-19. Knight for Blanco, Kampshoff, and it's going to be an error and a point to the Trojans. And now they have set point and match point, 24-19. Match point here for Mount Olive. 24-19 in this third set. Serve is dug by Scott. Off the set, Maselli can't make the play. But it is going to be a point for the Pioneers. So Tusculum holds on here, 24-20. And serving is Amora. Laxar. Aziz to the tip. The pancake by the Pioneers, and it's played over by Maselli. One more Aziz. That one's dug by Amorum. Off the set, Scott plays it over. That attack is going to be a kill. And the last one of the match goes to Eric Vizgaitis, and that'll do it. 25-20 in the third set for Mount Olive. They win it 3-0. 25-20, 25-13, 25-20. And Mount Olive wins it 3-0. We'll have the final stats on today's match when we come back. You're watching Tusculum Men's Volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Every day.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Stouffer with the game-winning goal. The national championship goes to Shippensburg for the third consecutive year.
Valdosta State Division II national champions.
Welcome back here to Pioneer Arena, where the Mount Olive Trojans have defeated the Tusculum Pioneers by a score of 3-0. Scores of 25-20, 25-13, and 25-20. Mount Olive is a team in that match hit 3 of 57, 31 kills, 11 errors, 56 attacks. Tusculum hit 097, 19 kills, 13 errors, 62 attacks. Toby Aziz, the leader for Mount Olive, 15 kills, 3 errors, 23 attacks. He hit 522. Eric Vizgaitis hit 583, 9 kills, 2 errors, 12 attacks. 3 kills each for Luke Vizgaitis and Troy Megorian, and 1 kill for Tyron Gillespie. Nicholas Laxar had 29 assists, 8 service aces for Mount Olive, with Troy Megorian leading the way with 3. 21 digs for the Trojans. Trevor Tresser with 8, and Troy Megorian with 7. And 3.5 blocks for Mount Olive in that match. For Tusculum, they were led by Sean Kampshoff. He had 7 kills, 4 errors, 17 attacks, a 176 hitting percentage. Mateo Maselli, 6 kills, 2 each for Arthur Amorum, Lucas Blanco, and Hunter Walk. Lucas Blanco with 16 assists lead the Pioneers, 2 aces, both from Shafar Grant. 13 digs for the Pioneers, Maselli and Blanco with 3 each, and Tusculum had 2 blocks as a team. Serving, Tusculum 2 aces, 18 errors. Mount Olive 8 aces, 18 errors. Mount Olive outdigging Tusculum 21-13. Side out percentage, Mount Olive 78%, Tusculum 55%. And it's a 3-0 victory for Mount Olive. They proved to 4-1 on the season. They've won 4 games in 3 days in 3 different states, 2 different time zones, and now they'll get to come and rest for a few days before they take on Brigham Young Friday and Saturday at Cornegay Arena in Mount Olive. For Tusculum, they'll rest too, but they'll be back home on Tuesday night to take on Lincoln Memorial at 7 o'clock. The first serve will be here on the Pioneer Sports Network to bring you all the action of Tusculum men's volleyball Tuesday night against Lincoln Memorial University. The action today, all 3-0 sweeps. Tusculum over Urbana 3-0. Mount Olive beat Urbana 3-0, and Mount Olive beats Tusculum 3-0. For all the highlights of Tusculum men's volleyball, or if you want to watch the match again, go to our website at TusculumPioneers.com. For our cameraman today, Nick Forsberg, our producer Zach Hartle, Jessica Biggers on the stats, and Tom Donnelly, of course, with his assistance as well. I'm Jim Miller. Once again, your final score, the Mount Olive Trojans 3, the Tusculum Pioneers 0. Until Tuesday night from Pioneer Arena, I'd like to thank you for tuning in and watching Tusculum men's volleyball on the Pioneer Sports Network.